So I got a message essentially telling me to stay in my lane because I shared my support for women's reproductive rights. You just talk about DV, stick to that is basically what it said. But I want to take this moment and educate why supporting women's reproductive rights and domestic violence and educating about domestic violence are one and the same. Outside of the fact that it's usually very rare for a pregnant person to wake up one day and are like, oh yeah, I don't want this baby anymore, I'm gonna yeet it. Like that's not usually what happens. Typically, they're in a very unsafe environment. Maybe they've been raped, maybe they're homeless. Having a child would be an irresponsible decision or a dangerous decision. And now to connect the dots specifically with domestic violence, abuse tactics, and reproductive rights, I want to highlight a form of abuse called reproductive coercion. Get this straight from pbs.org. PBS, I didn't know, had information about domestic violence. Reproductive coercion is when a partner sabotages another partner's contraceptive methods. This is intended to keep a victim trapped with a child and make it more difficult to leave their abuser. In fact, this form of domestic violence is actually incredibly common. This is from the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and it says a survey done by the hotline and partners in 2011 found that 25% of people who contacted the hotline had experienced reproductive coercion. Reproductive coercion is a form of power and control because one partner takes away reproductive healthcare decisions and options from the other. Here's some examples, right? So we have refusing to use a condom or other type of birth control, breaking or removing the condom, also called stealthing, forcing their partner to either get an abortion or preventing them from getting an abortion, threatening to tell the family, friends, or law enforcement about receiving an abortion, withholding finances needed to purchase birth control, a form of financial abuse, or threatening their partner or becoming violent if they don't follow their wishes to either end or continue a pregnancy. Sensitive topic, but if anything, I'm always going to be incredibly forthcoming and transparent about my stances and beliefs on things. It's my page for one, but also because I'm an advocate for DV, and this is a very pivotal part of domestic violence, and educating about forms of domestic violence includes things like reproductive coercion. And the way we prevent people from being trapped and coerced in relationships is giving people that carry pregnancies the option of autonomy.